Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the new housing news that came out earlier today. Did not get to this quite as early as I would have liked to, but I still want to talk about it anyways, because they keep roping me in more and more with this feature. A feature that I normally would have applauded, but not really cared about. Basically, it just, everything they keep updating about this has been perceived as good news, especially among the people who it's designed for, more than me, but I'm liking it more and more myself. Neighborhood adventures. So far in our series of articles, we've shared information on philosophy of decorating and rewards, housing in World of Warcraft. Let's go to This Land Is Your Land. As a quick refresher, homes in World of Warcraft separated into two neighborhood zones: Founders Point for the Alliance and Razorwind Shores for the Horde. Now they said they plan on making more, but this was like in Stormwind, and the other ones like in Durotar or something, I believe. We want players with different preferences for locations find a plot that's perfect for them, or be vibe based or looking for something for a specific character. Some plots are placed away from everything that hermits among us, while others are grouped together in small cul-de-sacs. Similarly, there's a variety of biomes in each zone, so it's like not all the same. That's cool. Reason these zones are so big, they're huge zones, I guess. Ample space, having a yard. So I mean, this is cool, man. Like, this is like a zone or shard for you and your guild or you and your group or whatever. This is pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect it to be like this. I expected it to be all crowded together and stuff. I mean, who knows how it'll end up, but like it seems extremely cool. These are just some of the shots here from it. There's like a house all by itself in the woods. Then you can have like one by this, waterfall. Looks really cool. Housing organizations of Azeroth HOAs. Neighborhoods are persistent, so anyone who live near neighbors will be your neighbor forevermore. Making the decision important, though you can move at any time, so don't worry too much. This allows neighborhood to be customized. So like they're kind of like trying to make a joke there, I think. So um so like when you first move into a place, your neighbor is going to be your neighbor, but you can always leave the neighborhood, right? Or you could leave your house or whatever. Like you don't have to. They're making it. It almost seems like they're making a joke, and I wouldn't want people to take it the wrong way. Basically, you can leave whenever you want to. You can, and it saves like your house. I believe they might mention this later on, but it like saves your house, and then you just move it to a different neighborhood or whatever. So there's public neighborhoods and private neighborhoods. So public neighborhoods just for anybody. Let's say you're a solo player or whatever. You can still join a neighborhood. You can become friends with those people, or you could leave and join a new neighborhood at some point. Maybe try to become friends with those people, or maybe the people in your first neighborhood quit playing or something, right? And then there's private neighborhoods. These are created or owned by players, either by guilds or guild neighborhoods, or by arbitrary groups of players as charter neighborhoods. This is interesting. So I'll get to this later in the video, but some of you have suggested with my guild kind of going down to start my own guild for Ret Paladin stuff. I'll get to this a little bit later, but I did find that interesting. To create and maintain a private neighborhood, there's a minimum number of players who must be in, not characters, but actual players who must be in guild or charter as well. Did they say the number? The number of players must live in the neighborhood. This is due to technical concerns around the server and database performance, more complicated than a simple instance. Guild and charter neighborhoods have largely the same functionality. They can be named by their owners, and the names do not have to be unique. Players control who can live in them for guilds. Guild roster. Guild removes someone, the player will also be removed. Charters have manual control over who can live there via special UI. There's a permission system who can control the settings, membership, etc. Managing endeavors is the responsibility of the owner and managers. This one big difference, however, between guild and charter neighborhoods. Guild neighborhoods will have their homes available for everyone in a guild through additional attached instances, regardless of the guild size, while charters are limited to the maximum number of plots in a neighborhood. Just fine. Don't you be my neighbor? Two questions. We got in a number. Oh, so here's some pictures of the horde versions as well here. Two questions that we've gotten a number of times we want to quickly answer. What happens if I don't like my neighbors or neighborhood? Can people just walk into my yard house? It depends. We want you. So I already went over this. If you don't like your neighbors or neighborhood, you can leave. You can pack up your house. It saves it and go somewhere else. Can people just walk in my yard? It depends. We want your house to be your space and have you feel safe, but also recognize that some people are more social. To that end, both you and your plot and your house are independent permissions. Oh, so you can choose whether people can walk in or not. That's actually really cool. This is part where we talk about endeavors. So endeavors are neighborhood-wide activity open to anyone who lives in the neighborhood. Endeavors occur approximately once a month, and when a new endeavor becomes available, the neighborhood is provided with the opportunity to learn from various cultures and factions of Azeroth by completing different tasks. Players in private neighborhoods can choose from a selection of endeavors, though occasionally a set endeavor appears to highlight things happening in the world. In public neighborhoods, the game servers are responsible for choosing which endeavors are active. Um, Each endeavor has a group of tasks collectively completed, so it's like stuff to work together on, basically, in your neighborhood. Gameplay, crafting, gathering, questing, dungeons, raids. We want there to be a way to give a player to contribute to the endeavor, regardless of how they choose to engage in World of Warcraft. And they have like their own renown system as well. Increased decoration limit, um, small lights, like unlocking certain building things as well. Apparently, once enough tasks have been completed in the endeavor, the neighborhood is rewarded together with bonus endeavor currency and neighborhood favor. Our goals of endeavor are threefold: give neighborhoods a common goal. That's kind of cool. It was just the start of playing neighborhoods and endeavors. Again, this is just really cool. Everything that they've put out with this, I'm not in the RP community at all, but I see a lot of them on Twitter and I see a lot of them everywhere, and they're all really happy about this. And a lot of times they aren't really happy about anything. So not to say that there aren't any people on the other side of the fence, but this looks so cool. Honestly, this is like it's almost like its own separate game. Like that's how kind of like I never expected this. Like I'm still amazed that we've come from Shadowlands to this. If I'm being completely honest, that we've come from Shadowlands to this is pretty incredible. This is like a whole separate game inside the game. Like there are people who would play the game just for this, and I imagine that player retention and player base will grow because of this. Obviously, it's not for everybody. It's not even really for me. But even I think this is really cool. So just a huge W for Blizzard. And like as I said, I would talk about this later in the video. For me personally, so a lot of you with my guild coming to an end, I like so many of you actually said make your own guild. We'll join it, make a ret guild and stuff like that. That's actually a very interesting idea. Right now it's still too raw. I guess I'd have to decide before midnight, so I have like 6 months or so to decide or something. But that's a very interesting thing. I might do like a post or a poll on the YouTube page here and see how many people would want to join, just put one character or something into a guild. And then also what would really set it apart is if we did this together, right? So if we had like a ret paladin neighborhood and we did the endeavors and stuff, that would be really cool. And we could like, I don't know, I could get really into that, I feel like. So I'll do a poll. Obviously we have to have enough people. We have to have enough people to like fill it out or whatever, or with the guild thing. With the guild thing, maybe you don't need to have a certain amount. I don't know. But we'd have to have enough interest, of course. I'd probably want at least 20 people committed to it. That might be too many, but like by too many I mean we might not be able to get that many people, but that would be really cool if we had like 20 plus ret paladins like living in the neighborhood or whatever. That could be really neat, I feel like. So I'm a lot more, it was funny because when I first heard the news I'm like, I don't know, I might want to join another CE guild, or I'm not sure what I want to do. Do I want to stay with this guild because they're still friends in this guild, we can do heroic together. And now, of course, I can still do that stuff with them on another character or on this character, just not being the guild. But it's definitely something I am really debating about now, because this would be really cool. Once I get in my head that like you have a whole neighborhood of ret paladins or something, that just like that makes it really cool to me. So I know there's other people who watch the channel who aren't ret paladins, but obviously that's like the biggest group of people. I mean, heck, I'd love to have a neighborhood of secret finding as well, to be completely honest. But like I think the whole idea that's really cool, and like logging in, it's like a social experience too, right? Like logging in and be like, hey, what are you doing, neighbor? Like that's just kind of cool. That's stuff I like. I go for a walk every day and I love, I'm not a super social person, but I love just saying hello to everybody that I see on the path and stuff. And this is like an online version of that, and I think that's really cool. So we'll keep posted on that. Like I said, I may put like a poll out. I'd want to have like 20 plus people though, for sure. That it would need that many people to be cool. Even with 10 people, it would be cool, but I don't know if that's enough. Like actual enough to do it. But 20, 15, 20, we'll see. We'll see what the results are. But I don't have high expectations, but we'll see what the results are, because I got a lot of people commented that. So I know I'm gonna get at least 5 to 10 people saying that they would, but we'll see if we can get like up to 20 that would want to do that, because that could be really cool. And it says with the guild you can have combination or whatever, so you could have even more if once people saw we were doing it, they wanted to join too. We could actually accommodate more too, so that'd be cool. So that'll be it for this one, though. This actually has me excited about World of Warcraft now, even though I'm a little bit depressed with the guild going kaputs. This has me a little bit excited because it's just kind of neat, man. I don't know what to say. This content is not made for me. I am not someone who does Sims and stuff like that, like The Sims, right? I do Sims on my character. I don't play The Sims or whatever. And yeah, this seems so cool to me. So they're definitely winning me over with this. So that'll be it for this one, guys. As always, I do ask you to subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, check out the Patreon. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.